saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. 26 yards. It's a gain there of 26 yards. First down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
34-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Lions.
Austin brought in motion. He'll look to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Allen going to throw to get things going. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for Vegas. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert!
Throw once more. Here's Allen. He's got his tight end around. They gets him the second. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. That one taken in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
McBride is the motion man. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 14.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Saints.
Now it is 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. On the run to the right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could. But the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating out of his gun, here comes Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. He'll bring up 2nd down. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
56, 56.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Vegas.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Allen going to throw again. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10.
Alert! 319!
One more time going up top with Allen. He's got it at about the 8, and he'll take this one in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Vegas.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of 28
yards.
yards.
First down. It's a gain of 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row, and another first down.
First down, Saints.
He'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Here's first and 10.
13 more yards. That's another Saints first down. A gain of 13 yards. And
red zone now.
Saints
He'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here.
Here's Allen now on first and 10. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
That's good for the Saints.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First
They'll come up here, first and 10.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
They'll run here with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Now it's second and 1.
Let's go.
The RPO, that one is complete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
28 yards.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Trey McBride. Touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Saints will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll knock him down just shy of the 40. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
56.
To the air once more is Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Half 85. Sub. Off 52.
Again, it's Allen to the air. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson.
like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Defended by Deron Bland.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Set to go now on first and 10. Now, faking the give. That is caught at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, it's Allen. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff to Etienne. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 48.
Saints.
On the ground, it's Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. McBride is the motion man. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pushed out to his left.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job for the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The kicker on for the point after.
The PAT up and good. The Saints are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, tight. Ready? Go.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he is backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And As the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
A gain of 18 on the
red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone. It's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second down and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Saints. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
His kick is good.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
From the 6, here comes the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
On first down, Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That caught over the middle, it's Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Vegas, first down.
To the air once more is Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game. Like, these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
He'll look to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 31, here is second down and 7.
31-yard line.
Back to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This one grabbed by Austin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Austin brought in motion. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll work his way out right. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 38 yards.
Raider, first down.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
36-yard line.
Here's Allen. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Raider, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That is hot for the throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Raiders 38, Saints 35.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Austin now to return this.
Calvin Austin on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6. Austin brought in motion. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And his offense is going to be all all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. On the give, it's ETN. A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Shamar Stewart on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. And he's got another one. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Vegas. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Marlin's kick here is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Austin now to return this. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
51 yards, the gain on the play. That's good for a Saints first down.
Throwing now on first and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
First down.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Saints. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Stop.
They'll drop to throw, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And the Las Vegas.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's ETN. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Saints going to use their second timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. To the air is Allen. He's into space past the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10.
ETN now on first and 10. And and he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. One final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.